This is a Gadja espresso machine together with its grinder. If you can see, it's now already turned on, while this one is already turned on, but you can see that it's not yet ready to be used since the temperature is not yet ready. Once this right hand moves towards the green area, meaning the temperature is ready and the machine can already start its operation. Since I started just turn on this machine, this one actually started here, then I turn it down here to make it start really fast. But normally, if you have your bar operation, if your operation in the store, you can start just by this first turn on part. This one means you have to start the machine fast if you perceive that you have a lot of customers already, but when you're not in a hurry, just to start and on the machine slowly, then you can just turn the button here or the arrow here. The first one is just turning on the machine without heating the machine. Heating the machine or the water starts here minimally, and this one is on an immediate or the fast heating knob, fast heating part. This one indicates that the power is on. This button is a cup warming or cup warmer button. The moment you press this one, it will enable the area here, this cup warming area, to get heated so that the cups will be warmed and get ready to be used for serving. But we normally don't use this one because the moment you turn on the machine and you put an arrow here and start the heating process, then the machine and the cup warming area already is starting to get warm and hot eventually later on. This side, this is an extraction panel. This is like the other side or this side. So meaning our espresso machine do have two extraction panel or double extraction panel wherein you can do operations simultaneously, making different coffee preparations. Like for this part, each buttons do have like this. This one is manual. When I say manual, it will give you water that you need manually. You just press that one and you can stop giving water if you want. But this one, no, this is for 1 cup and 2 cups. So if you're gonna need like for 1 cup only, you press this one. Then if you need to put water for 2 cups, then you're gonna press this one. But if you want double serving, you can use, for a single cup double serving, you can use this one. Double cup double serving, you can use this one. Okay, so if you can see down here, this is where the water comes out. Okay, so the water, the moment you press it, the water comes out. Okay, it's like with the other one. Okay, and going here, this is the the temperature meter, and this one is the pressure meter. Normally, the pressure needed for a very good espresso when you try to brew is it reaches to 9 bars. 9 bars is needed, and that's standard to make an espresso. Then we have to wait until this hands move towards the green area so that we can say that this is ready. The water is now ready. It already reaches the correct temperature. Okay. Now we have here the water spout, wherein the moment we press the hot water button, the water goes down here. And we have the knob here. The same as with the other one. Okay. The knob here is, we are using this one for our steam one. This is a control for our steam one. So the moment I move this or rotate this one, this knob, and open it, it will eventually release pressure coming from the machine. This is used for frothing purposes. So when we are frothing milk, so we are using this one because we are trying to make foam and texture the milk. So you have the rubber part, if you can see, so where you can hold, because this is kind of hot the moment it turns on. Okay, so in the knob you can see that there's like here the positive and negative, or plus minus. Okay, so that when you increase and you decrease the pressure. And then this part, or this drip tray, okay, this is removable. Okay, so for cleaning purposes you can pull this out, and together with the other one you can just pull this out like this, okay, and clean this up. So we do this, we do the cleaning at the end of the day. So the same process we have at the other side. Okay. What else? This one is our grinder. Okay. So our grinder is automatic type of grinder. So we can open this one. If you want to put already your beans right inside, you have to close it always so that it keeps fresh. Then there's the adjustment at the side. If you want to change the grind to coarse into fine, because beans and doing the coffee brewing on different methods and different apparatus or tools that you're going to use, you're going to need different grind. So you can press for 1 cup or 2 cups, or you can do it like manual. It will give you like for example, I'm going to use this one. I'll give you manual, and it will stop eventually when you stop pressing it. Okay, so this is the area where normally the grind coffee comes out. And we can also do the timer, since time is very important, or the timing of the brewing of coffee. So you can use this one. So if you already started your brewing, you press the extraction, then you press this one, the time, and it will give you time. Normally, as a standard, we need to reach like 20 to 25 seconds of brewing, so that it will give you a good output of an espresso. So if it's within that, it will tell you okay, meaning that's a good espresso. But if you start doing the extraction, and if it stops all the way and you start, and it will tell you that's too coarse, maybe the grind is too coarse, Or if you start doing that and you notice that the extraction takes really very long, like you're waiting for quite some time, and it reaches more than 25 or 30 seconds of waiting as you wait for the extraction here, then normally it will tell you that the coffee or the grind is too fine. Okay? So meaning proper grind is very important for the machine, for the espresso machine. So like for example, if you're gonna use like French press, it needs not fine. You can use coarse type of grind so that you can have a good output for a coffee. Okay, so let's see. We have other parts here, or other parts of the espresso machine. We have here the portafilter. Okay, the portafilter, okay, or the porta basket is the one that we insert here. Okay, so it should be in a 7 o'clock position, and you insert getting inside. Okay, so the same as through when you go outside. And if you notice, it has the micro hose down there. So the purpose of the good grind or the correct grind is that it will enable you to cook or brew the beans or the grind beans correctly and on time as well. Like if you put here bigger grind, it will give you an output of under extracted coffee. If you put too fine of a grind, it will overcook or overbrew, so that's called over extracted type of coffee. So it will taste very different if it's under extracted or over extracted. Okay, so if you notice, the portafilter has a porta basket, and it has here the two dripping. It has two-way. So because we have also portafilter that is one way. Okay, meaning if you're preparing, okay, one big difference between the two is that this one is for 2 cups of coffee. Look at the basket and the micro hose, and this one is for single cup of coffee, and it has a single hole or one way going out now from the porta filter, porta basket. So when you put coffee, when you put some hot water in it, when the machine is already operational, okay, it will give you an enough for 1 cup of coffee. The reason why that the basket is not that really deep compared to the other one that is deeper, because it needs to have, of course, a right amount of grams to make you 2 coffees, a 2 cup of coffees. Okay, this one has no hole. Okay, this one has no hole because this one is used to clean up our espresso machine. So we have to turn on the water, the instruction panel, then the water will backflow and clean up the passageway for the where the espresso is being brewed. Okay, so if we go back now, if we can see the the water is already ready. I mean, it's pointing to the green part, wherein this hand means the water, or the espresso machine could already release water ready, okay, to make coffee. Okay, so if we try this one, we can have the water already. Okay, single cup. Okay, like this one, single cup, double cup. This one is manual, and we can also release. We can already use this wand, or steaming wand, for us to give us the pressure to make the froth later on. So I will try to twist the knob. It releases the steam. Okay, so that pressure makes and help us texture the milk. Okay, if you can see, we have here the thumb. Okay, the thumping mechanism. This is the pad where we thump. This is the thumper we use to thump our coffee. Okay, so I'll show you later on how this is done. And of course, we have the knockbox. The knockbox is where we put the cake, the coffee cake, after we are done making our coffee, or are done extracting our coffee. Okay, that's why we have some coffee cake, or the post brew coffee, right? So other things like this one is one thing that we use to clean up. This is the brush to clean up our the shower head. This is the shower head. Okay, so then I try to release. Okay, it's important to clean always the machine, because this costs too much. I mean, this is really expensive, and it needs daily maintenance and checking. Okay, what else? If you can see, I still have here the pitcher. Okay, frothing pitcher. So this one comes with different size and ml. So we use this one to froth our milk later on. So we're trying to insert it from here. Okay, later on, the positioning. Okay, and this one is really helpful later on to practice your latte art. Okay, I think we should be ready now to make our coffee.